At no time in the history of manufacturing has the need for precision and attention to detail been more important. This is especially true in the metals, casting, and machining business. With over 140 years of experience, Sioux City Foundry Company has been bringing this level of workmanship to their customers. Today we have CEO Andy Gilinsky to tell us more. Welcome, Andy.
Hi, Kathy. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Andy, what are the current challenges your customers are facing in the metal casting industry?
Because the metal casting industry is worldwide, there's an awful lot of things that happen that never happen domestically. We have customers that are trying to get materials and the Port of Angeles closes, so they can't. We're trying to keep competitive, and we find that our customers are looking abroad and finding their schedules are changing. We've got answers to each one of those problems that people have.
And how is Sioux City Foundry solving these challenges?
Well, we're a complicated business. We didn't specialize just in the foundry, which started a long time ago, 1871. But in the process of being a foundry, foundries are high maintenance. They fall apart. So we have a lot of people putting things together as we operate. As a result of that, we also did boiler business in the early 1900s. And then boilers went out of phase and light sheet metal heating and cooling systems became the norm. So we became structural steel fabricators from these same maintenance people. At the same time we were doing buildings, we got requests for the steel that goes into the substructures. So we were then involved in reinforcing steel. We were building things for people in terms of the castings they needed for their products. We were building the buildings and the reinforcing steel for the substructure. And we had manufacturers then coming to us for parts and, like a grocery store, metal items. As a result of that, we grew a little bit further and we started coating the rebar so that in the Midwest where we started, we are putting a green powder on the bars so that they don't rust, so that bridges last longer. We've gone step by step through each one of these phases over the last few years, and we've got a lot of experience. And between having an expert staff, having a lot of experience in a lot of areas, there's very few places that we can't help somebody with metal. The foundry is one of the very few foundries in the United States, possibly the world, that creates our own scrap. We sell mill-certified metals to our customers. We buy that mill-certified material back. So we know what it is that we're putting into a casting. Our competition are buying scrap. And if it's not right, they can adulterate it and add things to try and make it work out. But we start from the very best, and we always end up with the very best.
How does the size of your company impact your success?
Size is probably important as a balance between the ability to do the work that large and small customers need, and it's also the ability to know people personally. Business is great, but being from the Midwest, we really like people, and we like to see them happy and not just pay bills. So from our truck drivers all the way up to the biggest customer that we've got a personal relationship with them that we think binds us.
Oh, it's incredible. And let's take a closer look in this Worldwide Business Field Report.
The metal industry faces many challenges these days, including foreign competition and interference by the government. With 150 years of business experience, Sioux City Foundry has always been at the forefront of diversification in order to consistently meet their customers' needs. Customers like Jim Nelson of Nelson Engineering and Construction.
I've been working with the Sioux City Foundry since 1970. We work with the Sioux City Foundry in particular in our design build projects because they always involve a great number of changes and modifications. The Sioux City Foundry is especially valuable that way, and they work with us on these modifications and changes which we require.
Sioux City Foundry sets themselves apart through personal commitment to better quality, service, and reliability, which leads to increased accuracy and production with shorter lead times. Sioux City Foundry is committed to continuous improvement of their quality system to assure better value, service, and reliability for their customers.
Reliability. The quality of their fabrication is consistent. They have very competent detailers who make things fit, make things work. They work with us in particular on the special requirements that we always have, and we're especially pleased that they do this work for us.
With a long, proven track record of 150 years in the metal industry, Sioux City Foundry consistently provides their many capabilities, innovation, personal touch, commitment to better products and services, and their ability to deliver the best solutions for their customers.
Andy, who is Sioux City Foundry and what makes you a leader in the metal industry?
Sioux City Foundry is in the Midwest. We service both coasts. Some products we make go abroad. We started in the foundry industry, and we've developed in a broader aspect of each part of the metal working phases. And the type of work, the type of customer that we have today is someone who has tighter requirements. They have problems with delivery from abroad. They have a product that they want to make better, and we make their products better for them.
And from what I understand, SCF has 5 divisions. How does that benefit your customers?
Well, we had a customer that came to us, and he had what they call a weldment. It was parts of metal which we sold. They were put together by people that we have to assemble them. When volume got to be to the point where we could save them money by making a casting, we converted their weldment to a cast iron product. They expanded. They wanted new buildings. We helped them with the construction of their buildings by supplying rebar and structural steel. They had other work, so they continued to buy from our warehouse. They got so busy that when there were too many things to be done with not enough people, gave us the work to do that for them. And so our contract manufacturing operation went into business to help other people make their own products. Everything we do is to help customers make their products better.
And Andy, what has SCF done to retain market share, and what are your goals moving forward?
When I started in the business, there were less than half of 10,000 foundries left. Part of that has to do with the amount of technology that's involved in making a good casting today. The business has grown up. It's one of the oldest, but at the same time, it's technologically changing. We compete with foreign manufacturers. We compete with local manufacturers of cast products, and we seem to do a better job, be one step ahead, and it never stops.
How do you compete with the rising costs in production?
I can't tell you what happened over 140 years ago, but since my family's been involved with the business, we found that the business, its complexion, has changed immeasurably. And every day we exist, it changes faster. The things that my father worried about, my grandfather worried about, are still things that we carry with us because they've learned how to change. The things that we do now, mostly technological, are something that we are always in a constant change. We found that in spite of all the competition that's out there with all the equipment, all the technology, all of the new things that they think they've got, our people, our knowledge, and bringing that history with us gives us an edge that nobody has.
Andy, you've developed a wonderful family business, and it appears that Sioux City Foundry cares about its employees and has a strong commitment to meeting customer needs. Andy, thank you so much for joining us today. I wish you continued success.
Thank you.
For Worldwide Business, I'm Kathy Ireland. Thank you for watching.